do this. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to actually show you guys how to rehydrate your hair. My hair has been up in a bun, just kind of like back in this ponytail. And notice, if you notice, I don't grab the ends. I don't take a brush or anything. I just literally grab this ponytail like this. And I take my little doohickey that I called it, my doohickey, and I'm just double band it and one time around my hair just to hold it in place. And I sleep on a satin pillowcase. Okay. So let's get that, guys. You got to sleep on a satin pillowcase. If you still sleeping on cotton pillowcases, it's the wrong thing. Wrong thing to do, because cotton sucks moisture from your hair. So you don't want to do that. So let's get right into it. I always tell people my hands are the best tools I could ever use. So put your hands up, ladies, and get your hands in front of your face and look at them, get familiar with them. Say, my hands are the best tools I could ever use. Now, I do understand that some people have issues with their hands, can't do a whole lot with their hands. I understand that. Use somebody else's hands. Tell them, come on over here. I need to borrow your hands for a minute so that we can detangle my hair. Okay? Yes. All right, here we go. Erica B, I see you on here. Shout out to my girl, Erica B. She's on here letting y'all know what time it is about this Whisper Whip. She says, there is no other product I can do all the things that Whisper Whip can do. Thank you for hydrating my life. Absolutely, dear heart. She says, thank you for hydrating my whole life. So we're going to put my hair up in a high bun and we're going to get ready to start. So this is part of my regimen. Literally, when you guys go in, you want to be gentle with your hair. All right. We tend to go in, a lot of times the first thing we grab is a comb, a brush, a rat tail comb. This is not your friend. This is not, I've almost said something. I don't give a care how wide the teeth are. The first thing you go in with your hair should not be this, because literally, look at this. Going through, it stops. And I hear snappage, snap, snap. Every time you hear a snap, that's a piece of your hair breaking off. So this is not the first thing you need to do. The very first thing you need to do is get your hair in a position so that you can use it. Our hair strands are fragile. And helping you all to understand texture categories and things like that is so important to understand what your texture category is. So right now, just understanding whether your one strand of your hair, is it thin, super thin like mine? Are they fine? Are they a little bit thicker? Medium, or are they really thick strands of hair? Everybody's hair strands, no two strands are created equally. They're different. So on one person's head, like myself, I have a lot of strands, but each one of these strands are so fine that it will almost remind you of a spider web. So when I go in with my hair, I tend to be a lot more gentle with my hair as far as what I'm doing to it. I don't want to go in and break it off, so I'm not gonna take a comb and just go right into it. I wouldn't even stretch it out and go right into it. I wouldn't spray it with water and go right into it. The first thing I'm gonna do is find the very end of my hair, okay, and I'm going to literally pull down. And then I'm going to take other pieces and pull with it. Now, some people say, oh, that just look like it takes forever. Well, you know what? I'm gonna say this with your bald headed self. You're gonna be snatched bald because you have not taken the time to treat your strands with respect. You don't respect your strands, and so they're gonna jump off of your head every single time. Every single time. So literally, you see the way that I am just kind of massaging the ends of my strands and pulling them down. Once you understand how to do this, you can literally get through a head of hair so quickly. So quickly. I'm taking the ends, pulling it down. Taking the ends, pulling it down. Taking the ends, pulling it down. You can collect hair so quickly. The curls are kind of there already. Okay, just pull it down. And once you hold that down, I'll show you guys what I do. Now I'm just kind of taking my fingers and lightly making sure there are no knots in it anywhere. Just gently. All right. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my hydrator, which is my Whisper Whip. Some people may say, oh, I spray water in my hair first. Listen, I don't care what you do to it. The first thing you need to do is what I just showed you. Stretch the hair out. It can be this long It could be this long. It could be down to your waist. If you don't grab the ends and literally stretch them out, you're going to have issues. You're going to have issues. Okay. So I'm putting a little bit of the Whisper Whip in my hand. This is a big bottle, guys. So I tell some people, if you want to get like an applicator bottle, you could pour your Whisper Whip right into the applicator bottle and literally have a better way to apply it. So I'm literally just going to take what I have and massage it right into the ends of my hair. Maybe like not even all the way up. But if you look at this, what's happening just from me hydrating the ends of my hair, this is going to do several things. It's going to make my whole life easier as I work my way up towards my scalp. All right. Using my fingers is doing a couple things. It's allowing me to save my strands, but it's also allowing me to be able to detangle my hair without losing so much hair. So back to your question about fairy knots. Remember when we said our hair sheds about 100 to 150 strands a day? Remember when we said that? It's true, it does. But sometimes it's breakage. So when you have breakage in the place on those strands that have not been detangled properly, that breakage is literally going to collect those shed strands of hair. And when that happens, you get fairy knots. You know, when you start seeing fairy knots, I tell people what you're going to have to do is trim your hair. You have to go get a trim. There's no way around it. Literally, if you think about one strand of hair being like this, right, under a microscope or whatever, and it's also curly. So that one strand kind of looks like, can you see it like that? It can be a tighter curl. And let's just get this straight, y'all. A nap is just a curl. So it can be a tighter curl. When you stretch it out, and if you comb it, that curl is going to wrap around the teeth of that comb, and it's going to snap off. So now it's frayed like this, which they still curl back up. So any shed hair that you're releasing is getting caught in those split ends, the collection of split ends all the way through, and your hair is now having these fairy knots. All right. So you guys see what I've done to that section of my hair, the Whisper Whip. My hands, what I love about Whisper Whip is that it does not have a residue feel on it. It's going to be really, really lightweight and allows me to be able to enhance my curls as well as detangle it right away. See that? So there's several things you can do. Now, a person who's going to be cleansing their hair on wash day is going to make your wash day a lot easier because you're going to be able to detangle your hair, which is super important before you put any product on it. But you're also going to be able to use the cold wash, the Whisper Whip, as your cleanser. So that's a beautiful thing. Now, as I'm working my way through this, I want to show you guys the difference. You see this side? And you see the other side, right? So I'm literally going to work my way on around. I go to the other side now. Same thing. Slide the hair down. And it's really important if you guys are trying to grow your hair out, the way you treat your hair is the way your hair is going to, the results you're going to get. You know, if you're constantly breaking it off, you can tell right away. I mean, if you look at my hair, on the ends, and most time the people that you see who are having a good experience with their natural hair journey, it looks more even. It's going to be more hydrated at times because they've kind of figured out that one little thing, which is be gentle with your hair. That's a tip I could give you guys. I see some questions and comments going on in here. I just cut a lot off. That's not a bad thing. You know, my hair 2 years ago, I tell people, was this short. It was so short, but that's okay. It grew back. It grows back. So don't worry about that. Dana Knighton, she says, I know I need a trim bad. Yep. I don't know why y'all keep holding on. Like Jeffrey Osborne, I don't know. We have another comment here. It says, I have been recently diagnosed with hyperthyroidism. That's what my friend has. And she says, I have been using Whisper Whip and the macadamia deep conditioner, and my hair has remained soft and supple. Very good. It does keep your hair nice and hydrated. All right, so let's get on into the other side of my hair. And you guys are free to ask questions. Welcome to ask questions, as many as you want. And we can keep on moving through this. All right. One of the things I like to do in styling is I like to style for what I like to put the product in my hair for the style that I want. So you notice that I've stretched my hair out, been kind of tugging on it and feeling for any knots that are on the end. All right. One thing people do is they put product all in their hair, and then they take a pick and they go in at the root after it's dry, and you see the videos where they pull it out like this and they're, you know, shaking their hair out to give volume. You know, I have a small issue with that because you know, I have a small issue with that because you're causing breakage in here with that pick either way it goes. Okay, so there's a way around that to get volume and get your curls to show on the end. There's a way to do that, so I'll show you that now. I'm going to literally just work with the frizz and the puffiness in here that I already have. Okay, keep in mind curls, I'm sorry, definition, curl definition. When you see a lot of definition in person's hair, like on this side, you'll see that's just the hair strands individually smoothed out together, and then they curl back up together, which gives you more curl definition. When you take a comb or anything like that and pull it apart, the curls are gonna go against each other, the hair strands, and it makes it look more like an afro. All right. So one way to style your hair, here's a tip. You could take your Whisper Whip or your hydrator and just put it right on the tips of your hair. This is the tip, on the tips of your hair, right here. I didn't even go all the way up there. I'm not, because I want the tips to curl up. And I'm literally defining, using my fingers, the shingling method, using it on the ends of my hair. Oh man. Babinda? Belinda? Yes, I'm sorry if I butchered your name. I'm going to show your question here in just a second. But look at this, guys. Notice how I'm just putting the product right on the ends of my hair. I did a video one time when I came out of my silk press and showed how I just put the product right on the ends of my hair. Because what that does is it gives me volume. Look at the difference. You see the shrinkage on this side? That's because I put product all the way up. My hair is curly, so it's going to curl all the way up to the root. Now, if I don't want the shrinkage, my hair is already dry from here down. Why not just put the product on the tips and let the roots stay straighter and style over? So I'm going to show you the difference in styling and how to keep my my hair from shrinking up on this side. And on this side, I'll put it all the way through to show you what it looks like as a wash and go all the way to the roots. Okay, so we'll do two sides. So let's get this question. This is a cool question right here. And guys, your cut is everything. The way that your hair is trimmed and shaped, it's going to help you to be able to maneuver through your hair and style it in different ways. All right, B, I'm just going to call you B because I really want to say your name, but no. I'm sorry. That I don't even know how to say that, but B. BB, how do you stop your hair from breaking? I used to have much hair, but it breaks each time I undo my braids. Okay, so check this out, BB. BB, listen to me. All right. When your hair is in braids, especially when you have synthetic fiber, like Kankalon fiber, Tiokalon, I don't care what kind of lawn it is. When you have that hair, it's the synthetic fiber, and it's literally going to suck the moisture from your hair. That's what happens. It's important to get on a regimen of hydration before you go in and put braids in a person's hair, in your hair at all. This Whisper Whip, and I'll also show you this mask, Argon Deluxe mask. These are amazing for protecting your hair strands before you go into braids, before you blow dry it out. Literally, I was in a salon yesterday and there's a braider in a salon. I know I was there Monday, and there was a braider there who was getting ready to start on a client. We were doing an education class. She came in and she was about to start on her client. And I looked at her hair. I said, would you allow me to hydrate her hair, do a whisper whip treatment on her hair before you braid it? Okay. See, the thing is, if you braid something that's dry and brittle, it's going to break. So a lot of your issues are not necessarily with the braid itself, but it's with the way that your hair is not hydrated before you braid it. So that's where the issue is coming in. Either way it goes, I whisper whipped her hair, basically went through and did the same thing that I did on this side. Literally put the product all the way through from root to end, and I ran it through, hydrated, and I put the Argon Deluxe mask right on top of that and let it sit for about 10 minutes and rinsed her hair out thoroughly. After that, I went and stretched her hair and blow dried it out. So many different techniques we could do. But after we did that, oh my God, the braider, she was just in awe, like, oh my God, you just saved me so much time. And literally that blow dryer and that comb, you're snapping the hair out. Yes, the braids are going to be beautiful, but the hair that you put away is already torn up. It's already torn up. So you know, you're coming out of the braids, you're going to be releasing the hair that was torn up before you put it in there. And now the hair that's that's dehydrated, let me say that, while it's in the braid, because the moisture is literally being sucked from the hair even more, is going to break off some more. So what I tell people, another beautiful thing about our products, this whisper whip, you can put it right on the braids, all in the, saturate it and really just massage it in the braids and rinse it out from time to time. When you get ready to take the braids down, oh baby, pour this all in your scalp and in the braids and just let it sit for a few minutes and slowly, saturate it, put a lot in your hair and slowly start to take it down. You'll notice that your hair is going to curl, the braid's going to come down a lot easier, and it's just going to make your whole regimen so much better, I promise you. So yeah, that's what's going to happen. So let me get back into what I was doing with my detangling process. You see how this side is doing and how this side is doing, right? This side is still kind of stretched out. Parting it down the center so I can give you guys a clearer look of what's going on. I'm going to show you all. Y'all know how we always have that dry patch right in the back? Every head is like that. Every single head is the same way. Okay? See that? So I'm going to start on my side that I'm going to I'll start on the side that I'm going to act as if I'm doing a whisper cleanse on it, meaning wash day. So this will be my wash day side, since we already got that started, and this will be my styling side to show you how I style with it. Okay, so now I'm literally going to take this hair, and I have gel on my edges, but you see right here where there's hair that's connected, I don't just snatch through. I literally stop, gently wiggle my fingers and let the hair come loose somewhat on its own. If it doesn't, I go find where the end is and I separate it gently. You got to separate it gently because you want to save the strands. Every strand matters, ladies. Every single strand matters. Because if you don't, you're going to wonder why your hair has gone away. So this is what I did once again. I'm using my fingers to stretch the hair down. Okay. Erica B asked the question. She said, can you leave the mask on underneath the braids? I would blow dry it out first, literally, and rinse it. I wouldn't leave very much of that because it's kind of heavy. If you're going to do anything, put a little bit of the mask on the ends of your hair because, guys, your growth comes from your scalp, but your length is retained on the ends of your hair. Okay, we got a long one here. Jasmine says, I neglected my hair for a long time. I let it grow to my shoulders, then cut it off to a tapered cut. I vowed not to cut it for 2 years. It'll be 2 years in December, and I have a good length, but a lot of breakage, especially in the center. It's broken and split to the root. Is there any way to repair the center crown? So here is a cool, and yes, you can use it on 4C hair. Absolutely. This is amazing. This was built for y'all. I actually designed Whisper Whip for my 4C clients. It works wonders on my hair, but you should see what it does on a 4C client. I'm going to show you guys that one of these days. Got to find a model. Who's a volunteer? Either way it goes. But yes, this is a great example, Jasmine, what you said here, this is a great example of what happens if you don't trim your hair. Ladies, your hair will trim itself. If you don't trim your hair will trim itself. And then you're going to be just out there looking like Sonic the Hedgehog by the head. And that's just not cool. So, yeah. But you have to trim your hair. So as far as how to get your hair to come back, unfortunately, Jasmine, until you do a cut down and get all of those strands in order, in check, that hair is going to continue to break off. All right, it's going to continue to break off. I'm applying the Whisper Whip in my hair all the way to the roots. And you can see the stretching. You guys think about shrinkage sometimes. You say, oh my God, my hair, it looks so pretty when you first put the product in and then I get all this shrinkage. Well, the shrinkage is only there because your hair is healthy, and it's there because every curl is now being hydrated, and every time your hair bumps, it gets shorter and shorter and shorter. That's not a problem. Learn to style your hair in its shrunken state, not the sunken state, shrunken state. I put some Eco Styler gel on my edges this morning, guys. So that's why it's kind of like, oh, okay, doing some cool things. One thing you'll notice that when you put the Whisper Whip in your hair, if you have anything on your hair that needs to come off, you'll see it start to bead up. That means it's time for you to rinse your hair, or take some of our Argon Deluxe wonderful smelling shampoo. One pump, rub it through. Y'all don't believe me? Watch this. One pump right on top of the Whisper Whip. That's the shampoo. Notice how I'm putting that right in my hair. Okay. That gets off and breaks off whatever residue is there. And you could rinse it. Or if you're in a hurry, like I am sometimes, I literally just take the towel and rub it out. See? And we're back to where we need to be. And it's gotten off whatever I needed to get off of my hair. But look at my curls, though. Ow, look at my curls. Dab. See that? It's a beautiful thing, guys. The products are amazing to use. You can use them in a lot of ways. They work together harmoniously to give you results in different ways. Let's see. Going back to my hair again. This is the end of the other side. Now, remember, guys, when I was telling you that this cuts your wash day down, oh my gosh, tremendously. This is that section right up in the top that I like to call, this is our trouble spot, okay? This is the part that breaks off the easiest on every single person I know. This piece of hair right here, I have narrowed it down to a few things. Number one, this is the most exposed area on your head to the sun, the wind, the rain, everything. This is exposed. So if you notice, if you go in with a comb or brush, this is going to break off. All of this will be very, very uneven, and your hair will just not be doing well at all. But if you notice, mine is very even, right? Because I like to make sure that these strands have the best possible chance to stay on my head and not broken off. Okay. We all have this issue right here. But what I like to tell you is using your fingers, I can stretch this out. I can add my Whisper Whip to this spot right here and really get this to hydrate. Now, I'm going to tell you guys something. People wonder why I don't wet my hair before I put the product in my hair. The Whisper Whip is water-based. First of all, the Whisper Whip is water-based. So when you put it on your hair, when you put it in your hand, it's going to be very, very runny. Okay. Going to be very runny, but it's also going to moisturize your hair, and it's going to hydrate it at the same time. Okay, there's a difference between spraying water on your hair and actually putting hydration type of products in your hair. The reason why, your hair tends to absorb the very first thing that it touches. Not tends to, it absorbs the first thing it touches, or it releases with the first thing that it touches. That's the reason why sleeping on a satin pillowcase is so important. When you go in and you do a wash and go, or anything that you're doing on your hair, you're going to notice that your hair will eventually evaporate the water. So say, for instance, you put water on your hair first. All right. You're literally creating, your hair strands are filling up with water first. So then you go and put product on there. You put oil and grease and coconut oil and bacon grease and whatever y'all putting on your head out there. Okay. Put all this stuff on your hair. And the water is literally creating a barrier between where it needs to go inside and it's sitting on top of the hair. So you've got it wet. Oh my God, my curls are there. Then you go out in the sun and it evaporates. And then your hair is dry and vulnerable again. All right. What I love about our products, Whisper Whip Hydration is going to literally give your hair the curl pattern it needs, but it's also going to soften it. So remember that dry patch of hair I pulled up a second ago? Look at it now. It's now pliable. It's movable. My hair is not breaking off in my hand. I can run my fingers through it. Okay. And that's keeping it moisturized. I put it on that section first so that we can, move on to the other parts of my hair. And after that, now that the hair is prepared to be able to receive the oils and things like that, you can now layer it up. Or you can get ready for a wash day and rinse your hair out and use your mask behind that. Lisa Neely, she says, why do people steam their hair? Steaming actually helps the products, the conditioner, to penetrate a little more. But I'll tell you guys something. Here's a secret I've learned. I've been doing hair for 35 years. And I retired. I'm not behind in a salon anymore. I'll say that. My husband hates when I say I'm not behind the chair, but I'm not. And the thing is that I've learned over the years that your hair only absorbs 10 minutes worth of conditioning. Anything over that is just an abundance of time that you're spending sitting under a dryer. You're literally giving your hairstylist time to finish somebody else up. So read your book and we'll be with you in a minute. It's pretty much what that means. Sorry to bust your bubble, people, but that's what it is. Okay, so you guys see what's happening here? Now, on this side, literally, I'm adding more Whisper Whip to my hand. You guys see? And I want you to see how runny it is. It's super light. Anything more than 10 minutes worth of conditioning and steaming is a waste of time, But the steamers are good for coloring. They're good for conditioning treatments and stuff like that. Plus, it's just a great way to, relax. It's a luxury. It's a luxury. So it's not a bad thing. I've definitely used a steamer before, but I've also learned that by approaching it this way and putting the Whisper Whip on my hair in its dry state and allowing it to hydrate, it's going to give me the same result. So now that I've got this side all hydrated up, I'm going to let you take a look. See the Whisper Whip in my hair? You can do this in the shower. You can do this before you get in the shower. You can do it while it's in a bun. Put it in the ends of your hair. I'm massaging my scalp right now, guys. Oh, it feels so good. And you can rinse this out. Yeah, and that's that. I will literally rinse this from my hair and then apply the mask after that, which is the Argon Deluxe Mask, all found at healthyhair.solutions. And again, I'll share the link with you guys. This mask is amazing too. It smells so good. All right, so now that we have this marinating, bonjour. Bonjour. Let's go to some of the questions while this is just waiting to now match the other side. So what I would do after this is rinse my hair and I'll put the mask on. Then I would follow up with our Argon Deluxe oil. Argon Deluxe oil, which is beautiful and it smells good. It's a serum, very lightweight. It's not going to weigh your hair down or anything like that, but it's designed to penetrate into your strands and keep your strands healthy. I don't care what kind of gel. Look, I got my Eco Styler gel with olive oil on deck right here. Bam. Okay, I know some people say, I don't like it. It don't do this. They find something wrong with everything. I promise you, there's something wrong with everything. I like it for what it does with my products. It works on the ends of my hair after I've hydrated it and created a barrier. It does not get crunchy or hard with that in mind. Okay, so it's just a little tip. Put the Whisper Whip on, put a little bit of the gel on the tips of your hair. It protects your hair, keeps it Okay, boo boo. She just said, "Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir?" I don't speak French, so you're gonna have to come with some English up on here or some Spanglish. Can somebody translate that for me? He met Mama lie down in old New Orleans, strut in a stuff on the scene. She said, "Hello, hey Joe." No, I'm just kidding. That's not a good song to sing anyway. But yeah, somebody translate that. My natural is my natural. Is that what it says? That's not what it says. I thought y'all were gonna help me out. Bonjour. Yes, all the way from France, I guess. My natural is my natural, Rochelle. Nice to meet you too. Molly Olson. Nice to meet you. My natural is my natural. She said bonjour, bonjour, like 15 times. Bonjour, yes. So yeah. Oh, okay. What can you do when you have dyed your hair? Blonde? If you've dyed your hair blonde, you want to stay on the side of hydration as much as you can, because while the hair is there, really the structure of the hair is gone. It's broken down, and you try to use restructures and things like that, but a lot of times it breaks off. Just in my experience, it's best to kind of stay with colors that are not going to take you all the way through the roof if you can help it. And that's why most of the time you see people with shorter hair. Okay, does anybody speak French and English on here? I think that's French. Je suis désolé, voulez. Looks good. Thank you so much. I don't know what that is, but I really see y'all gonna make me learn. You better not be cussing at me either. Red. Oh, okay, you dyed it red. Did you and you lightened your hair first, Havana? While she's answering those questions, we're going to move to the other side of my hair. Any questions about what I did on this side? You guys see what's happening here with my hair? It's starting to shrink on up. All right, so we're gonna see if we can get some styling going on here with my hair already kind of stretched out on this side. Give myself two different looks. One thing to keep in mind, guys, product can be a little bit heavier. And that is a good thing when you're creating style for volume. And remember the tips techniques, when I was telling you guys that you want to put the products right on the tips of your hair. Yeah, it's really, really good to have a product that's a little heavier, like a mask or Eco Styler gel or something like that, to, just help your hair to not swell up on you so big. All right. So let's get back into it. We're going to use the Argon Deluxe mask. I used a little bit of the Whisper Whip already on one part of my hair, but I'm going to put the mask on the tips of my hair and some of the Argon Deluxe oil. Thank you, Tanya. She says, yes. She said, I want your hair. Okay, babe, my natural is my natural. Can you tell her that back? Moi natural is moi natural. I don't even know if I said that right. Yeah, tell her my natural is my natural. And then Rochelle, she says, what can I do to detangle my daughter's 4C hair? Okay, so we've got that side going. Let's get this other side going now. All right, so I'm going to use a little bit of the Whisper Whip. And remember, guys, the roots of my hair are already kind of straightened just from being stretched out from my ponytail holder. So now I'm going to use the tips of my hair. And I'm going to literally add products to the very tips of my hair for styling. That's because I want these parts to curl up. So you put product on the parts of your hair that you want to curl up. What? Yep, that's it. Look at that. And now my hair is stretched all the way out from here to here, and it's going to curl up on the ends like magic. See that? Can somebody tell my French friend, the one that speaks French, my natural is my natural? and tell her to say it back to me in French. All right, so you guys see how that's falling? We're going to keep on going. We're going to keep right on going here. I see you guys commenting and saying different things on here. So much fun. I'm using the Whisper Whip. Madame. She's saying your curls are beautiful, Madame. Uh, bonjour, monsieur, Madame. Okay, I want to say thank you. I'm gonna learn something here, y'all. Shout out to all of my international friends that's on here. Loving it. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Stretching my hair out again. Literally, I'm going to apply the product to the tips of my hair only. Merci, merci, thank you. Merci, madame. I'm gonna learn something tonight. I'm gonna learn today. Okay. So notice I'm putting it right on the ends of my hair. Let's get that out of the way so you guys can see. Right on the ends. And I'm hydrating only what I want to curl. Notice I didn't use as much of the Whisper Whip either. I used enough to get it moisturized and to detangle. Notice how I've been going through my hair and I don't have any hair on my hands that's breaking off. It's a beautiful thing, ladies. See that? Mm-hmm. 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 Merci beaucoup. Mm-hmm. And all the rest of that. All that movement and something else you said about movement. All right, so I'm gonna keep on going. And literally, I'm showing on both sides. If you're just joining us, I'm showing you guys how on one side of my hair, I put the Whisper Whip all the way through. And on the other side, I'm literally just putting it on the tips of my hair. I sectioned out pieces before, but I think you guys kind of get how to get through this hair. If your hair is gray, you can use the same products. I have another product line called Argon Therapy, which is really good for color treated hair as well as gray hair. So all of them really work. They're all about hydration and moisture. Today we're highlighting the Argon Deluxe line as well as the Whisper Whip Hydration. I'm so thankful for you guys. I really am for sharing. If you're on here, please share. It's Argon Therapy, THAIRAPY. So remember we said we wanted to keep the volume on one side and just put the curls on the end. This keeps me from having to go through with a pick to try to make my hair stand out. Rochelle, you said, so which product should you buy for your daughter's hair? You definitely want to get this, the Whisper Whip, to help detangle her hair. It works wonderfully on 4C hair as well. Notice that I'm just putting it on the tips of my hair, using my fingers, stretching it out. And you can see the difference already. You see how this side is shrunken up and this side is standing out more? It makes a huge difference in the way that you approach your hair, styling wise. You could either apply the products, any product you have, for length by using your stretch technique and then just curling the ends, or you can use the product to cleanse your hair. This is the Whisper Whip Hydration. Once again, putting it right on the tips of my hair. I'm going to show you guys the bottles here in just a second. Right now, I'm using my hands. I just tune in. Please tell me the products you're using and where I can find them. Absolutely. Welcome, welcome to Texture Talk Live with the Hair Whisperer Tendai. We're doing a demonstration. So I'll show you now. I'm using right now the Whisper Whip Hydration. Whisper Whip can be used as a co-wash, a deep conditioning treatment, or a leave-in styling cream. On this side of my hair, I actually used it as a co-wash, meaning that I put it all the way through my hair. And ironically, I can still use it as a styling agent when I run it all the way through. The only difference is in this side, with it being saturated so much, I'm going to want to rinse a little bit out, even though I don't have to. But it helps my hair to for the curls to come in. It helps the curls to come in. It also helps my hair to be very pliable so that it's not constantly breaking off. If you notice, my hands don't have all the shedding and breakage going on. Also, at this stage, if I wanted to, since I have so much product in my hair already that I have not used a comb, notice that I have not used a comb, I can literally put the Whisper Whip in my hair. And now that it's all detangled, ladies, some people say, do you ever use a comb? Yes, once I get it all the way detangled with my fingers. Now I can go in with my wide tooth comb and comb without having all of the breakage taking place. See that? Because if I try to do that before, and notice there's no hair in my comb. If I try to do that before, my hair will be totally torn up, and it causes more split ends, which in turn causes fairy knots. All right. So on this side of my hair, what I did was I used it as a styling agent for volume. And I'm literally just going on the tips of my hair. I stretch my hair out the same way. You go back and watch this video, please, and share it too. You can see exactly what I did and how I used the product. Just putting it right on the ends of my hair, right? And any area that I want to curl up, I would make sure that the product touches that area. But since I want it to be voluminous on this side, that's what I'm doing. So here's the difference. When I go all the way to the root of my hair is going to shrink up more. See that? On this side, I didn't do that, and I have more volume. More volume, shrinkage. I'm okay with it either way. I'm able to do either one. Going in and styling my hair this way allows me to not have to work so hard to stretch it out using a pick or anything like that. Right behind that, guys, I'm going to show you. This is our Argon Deluxe Oil Serum. This is an amazing product, Let me go ahead and take the cap off of that beautiful gold cap. This argan oil, this Moroccan argan oil, is amazing. You just give yourself a few squirts, just like that. And since your hair is already hydrated from the Whisper Whip hydration, which is here, okay, it's already ready to receive the oil. And I did not wet my hair first, ladies. You guys know that. Now I can take this oil. I'm going to go on the full side. Use the palms of my hands just like that. I'm going to go flat, flat, and literally pull my hair out just like this. And I'm going to just shake it so it stands out. Y'all see that? And that just helps to blend the product in. Okay. Now on the other side, if I wanted to use the oil in my hair, I could do the same thing. Just take a few pumps of the oil in my hand, and I could run it through here as well. Won't hurt anything. Just depends on if I decided to wear it out or wear it, or to rinse it out. Okay, so here's where we have volume. This is where I only did it putting it on the tips of my hair, and here's where I put it all the way through. Okay, that's the difference. And I'll turn around, guys, so you can see. Two different looks on one head. So you can see how if I want volume, I use the stretch method and let my hair be stretched out, but just added product on the tips of my hair and allow it to be what it's going to be. And here's the side where we've whisper whipped it totally to give it hydration all the way through. Can you guys see? Stretched out on this side not stretched. All right. The question you have is the product for all hair types. Absolutely. So let me explain some things to you guys. Thank you so much, Pauline. Thank you so much. Let me explain something to you guys. What we've been dealing with for so long is product use improperly. Products have been used improperly. You can buy all of the curly creams, the curly puddings, the gels, everything you could think of. You could tell yourself, oh my God, I have 4C, my hair is horrible, it's not going to work, it's not going to do anything. You can do all of that. But the bottom line is that if your strand is not healthy, meaning that it's not hydrated properly, it's not functioning properly, you've over flat ironed it, just so much, you're going to actually have a problem with your hair anyway. It's not going to be able to, you're not going to be able to do anything with a strand of hair that's not healthy. So that's the whole point. You know, when you're actually working with your hair, like right now, this side is in a position to be co-washed. So I saw a comment where someone says, she said something about the residue on the shrinkage side. Okay, is that residue on the shrinkage side? So literally, this is the whisper whip that I put in my hair. Or you may be seeing my gray hair. But what it is actually the product just sitting there. I put a lot more on this side because of using it as a co-wash than I did on this side. I use a lot less on this side. So you can literally use the product however you want. But let me show you something. This is our Argon Deluxe Shine Spray. So we have several different products. I'll run through them again. This shine spray is amazing because, say for instance, I did have some residue. All right. I'm able to just spray this in my hair and literally get my hair to not have the residue in it the way you saw it, if I wanted to do that. You know, my goal tonight is to rinse it. So that's our shine spray. There's also our argon oil serums here that you can put in for shine as well. So it makes it all merry. See it now? And literally, once I get my hair all styled out the way I want it, I have some options. I can either pull it up, whether I wear it out big or I wear it a tighter curl. Of course, you know, I like this side. Whether I do that or not, I can decide to marry this side into this one, give myself more style in this way. I can pull this side behind my ear if I want. You have options. You have a lot of different options. Natural hair is fun, ladies. Don't overthink it. Do understand, if you don't take anything else away from tonight, understand that number one, your natural is your natural. Number two, the products that you use are going to either help your hair to stay hydrated or help your hair to dry out more. Shampoo should not be used first. Water should not be used first. Okay, if you're going to use Whisper Whip hydration, put it on your hair first in its dry state. Okay, so we've got the Whisper Whip hydration found at healthyhair.solutions. Also, the Argon Deluxe oil, which is right here. I love this stuff, and it smells so good too. I can use this on my body, by the way. See how light it is? It's a serum. See that? The hair stays nice and pliable, movable. Go back, you guys can see what my hair looked like before I started on this video. Also, the Argon Deluxe Mask, which is amazing for not only deep conditioning your hair, but also you can use it as a styling agent, guys. Let me show you this. So remember on the tips when we put the Whisper Whip, we said we wanted something a little bit heavier, right? So I can literally go in to the tips of my hair, add a little bit. In spots to make the curls pop in a little bit more. So much fun. Guys, my name is Tendai. They call me the hair whisperer. No, I'm not from Zimbabwe, though a lot of people ask me that. Shout out to Zimbabwe. Shout out to my French-speaking people. Bonjour. And merci beaucoup. I learned that today. And now that I have that look, this is what I like to do. Sometimes you like to take your EcoStyler gel. What I do is I put a little bit of mask on my edges before I put an EcoStyler gel on it. Did that. And I'm going to actually put some of my gel. The product's name is Whisper Whip. Whisper Whip. Like, so let it whip. Whip it, baby, child. Whip it right, let it whip. Whip it, baby. Whip it all night. Thank you so much. You guys are so amazing. I'm just kind of combing my edges down, and you don't have to do your edges. Most of the times I don't do it. If you get any kind of residue in your hair, that's where our shampoo and conditioner come in. And you're not going to shampoo it like you traditionally do. You're going to want to add it in right on top of your Whisper Whip, run it through the same way you did your Whisper Whip, and rinse it out. Notice I just rubbed mine out because it's all hydrating. It's not going to dry your hair out unless you try to use it like a traditional shampoo. Then you're going to have problems. Bounce, y'all. Hey, this has been a fabulous texture talk. I really appreciate everyone for watching. Be sure to share this video. Don't forget, I'm going to show you guys the products once again to get your Healthy Hair Solutions Whisper Whip Hydration. Okay, that's a big 32-ounce bottle. Yes, that's the only size it comes in. Why? Because I'm generous and I like to give. This is for you guys to get your life together. Hydrate your 4C hair with this. Don't use shampoo. Wash your hair with this right here. Run your hands through. Get your curls to start to pop. Whatever size curls you have, enhance them with your Whisper Whip Hydration, okay? Whisper Whip can be used as a co-wash, deep conditioning treatment, and a leave-in styling cream. All in one. That's that. All right? Also, your Argon Deluxe. We have the shampoo. We have the conditioner. Bloop. They go together. We also have the mask, which is right here. All right. We also have our argan oil serum, which is right. I love this stuff. I'm always pumping it. Notice how my hands are not greasy. Boom. I haven't wiped them or anything. It just soaks right in to your hair the same way it does on your skin. It just soaks right in. My shrunken side, my not shrunken side. But I made it work together. I just flipped that bad boy to the side, and now I got a head of hair that's rocking. Also, the shine spray, the Argan Deluxe Shine Spray, which is a great finisher for your hair. People ask me, are your curls going to stay like that all day long? Because I don't have anything on my hair to weigh it down. All the products are lightweight. It's just enhancing my curls. Ladies, don't go in and continue to just fluff and frizz your hair up and make it turn into an afro unless that's what you want. If you don't, set your curls and then let them get old on its own. Hair takes time. It takes patience. Natural hair is a beautiful journey. Love your natural. Remember, ladies, my natural is my natural. And I look forward to seeing you guys right here next week on Texture Talk, right here on the Natural Hair Mag Facebook page. I'll share that link for you guys. Check it out and have a great night. Thank you so much.